Hi, and welcome back. My name is PA, and I represent a creative leather handbag line entitled Handle It Handbags. And just for you newcomers to let you know, what I do here is speak about women of color. We've made so many accomplishments in our lifetime that I just want to share it because no one ever talks about us the way that they should. I want to share it with everyone. I want us to be proud of us. Before we get started, I'd like you to below sign up and subscribe. For some reason, I guess it's a technology problem that some people, after they've signed up, they get dropped off, which is unfortunate. But if you re-sign, if you're not getting this on a weekly basis, please resubscribe. One day we'll have this. Remember, we're just in the beginning stages still of technology. We think we know it, but we really don't. But okay, let's get started with some fun. Since I named these handbags after women of color, I'm going to begin with a sister today. Her name is Mauricia Redmond Lyons. We're going to talk about her, but I'm first going to show you the bag that I made in honor of this sister. It is a shoulder bag. The color is black. It has a little point on the bottom. See how that is? It's actually shaped like a cone, like a beautiful cone. It's a tiny bag. Well, tiny to me it is because I like larger bags myself. But this is good for the little feminine girl, the little sister who likes to have it. It's lightweight, easy to carry, and can go anywhere yet everywhere with you. Of course, you can see more of this handbag on www.handleithandbags.com. This would be the tassel that opens the zipper closure on the bag. Of course, in case I didn't mention, the bag is 100% leather, which is we only do leather at Handle It Handbags. I'm just going to take out some tissue paper to let you see that the bag is fully lined. There's still some tissue paper in there, so I don't have to dig too deep. The lined bag has two interior pockets for carrying your other items. Of course, we always need to find our phone. It's quite an attractive bag. Very easy to carry. Very easy and very attractive. It is indeed. Okay. Just like you to see. Look at that. I hate to say to people that this is embossed snake skin because they always think it's really a snake. It's embossed. It's embossed. Embossed means it's a pattern of the pattern of the pattern of an actual snake. It's a leather type. It's a leather that's embossed. All right. So I have to keep my wording careful so that people don't get afraid. People are like, I'm scared of snakes. Well, I am too. So you know, I am not sewing a snake. Again, glad that you're here, as I was saying, for this new year. And it's going to be such a powerful year. And we want to be ready and up on it. And hey, we know what we got to do. Right, ladies? Okay. Let me begin by saying, again, Mauricia is her name, Mauricia Redmond Lyons. And she was actually born May 23rd in 1848, and she departed this earth on January 29th in 1929. She was born at 144 Center Street in New York City, the third of five children of Abro Lyons Sr. and Mary Joseph Lyons. After her father, who was a graduate of the first New York City black free school. It's an African free school in Manhattan in New York. The Lyons family lived in New York City, which was in a free black community, and were active members of the Free African Church of St. Philip in Five Points. Lyons' parents operated a Siemens home and Siemens outfitting store that served also as a cover of the family's Underground Railroad activities. Though she was very ill as a child, Mauricia was eager to acquire an education, and she wrote to herself that she developed a love to study for study's sake. Lyons attended Manhattan's Colored School, number 3, under the direction of Charles Reason, a former educator at Philadelphia's Institute for Colored Youth. The Lyons' home on Vanderwater Street was attacked several times during the New York City draft riots in July of 1863. Lion was a teenager at that time. So she fled with her family to Salem, Massachusetts. Wow. For a short time before returning to Brooklyn. You know, the name Salem means something there, and it being in Massachusetts, it's really true to the word. Because of the ongoing danger, her parents sent the children to Providence, Rhode Island. In 1865, Lyons was refused to enter into the high school in Providence because she was black. The state had no right, no high school, I'm sorry, for black children. The family successfully sued the state of Rhode Island in a campaign to bring an end to segregated schools. At the age of 16, she testified before the state legislature, pleading for the opening of the door of opportunity. Lyons later became the first black student to graduate from Providence High School. After graduating from high school, Lyons returned to New York to accept a teaching position at Brooklyn's Colored School No. 1, the first African free school in Fort Greene neighborhood of Brooklyn. Colored School No. 1 was Brooklyn's first school for African Americans and opened at the current site of the Walt Whitman Houses, one of the largest housing projects in New York City today. Lyons' teaching career spanned nearly 50 years. She devoted herself to elementary education, and by the end of her career, she was assistant principal of public school number 83, the first fully integrated school in Brooklyn. Now, here's a funny point to me because I actually went to PS 83. And I remember when I was in the third grade, I said, wow, this school is so old that if a bird flew by and dropped an egg on it, the building would cave in. Lucky for me, I lived on the side of town that they built a new school and transferred me out of there, moved me. We had a whole parade. We moved down to a brand new school for a brand new type of education, which was very interesting. I'm like, wow, this is old. And the building is still standing today, the school. Can you believe it? Well, that's when they used to build it right. That's what that means. Okay, so after graduating actually from high school, her teaching career after 50 years and so, she's a well-known lecturer and speaker. She once won a debate against Ida B. Wells at a Brooklyn Literary Union, and Wells credits Lyons with teaching her how to become a better public speaker. On October 5 in 1892, Lyons and educator and activist Victoria Earle Matthews organized a testimonial dinner in New York's Lynch Hall for Ida B. Wells and her anti-lynching campaign. They continued to work on the issue, founding the Women's Loyal Union of New York and Brooklyn in February 1892. Lyons fought for voting rights for women as a member of the Colored Women's Equal Suffrage League of Brooklyn. Lyons' memoir and photographs of herself and her family are included in the Harry A. Williamson Papers at the Schomburg Center for Research in Black Culture at the New York Public Library. Her memoir was never published, but includes a breathtaking account of sacking and burning of a family's home by a mob during the New York City draft riots of 1863. These riots were so destructive of black neighborhoods in Manhattan that many African Americans they left the city permanently, some moving to Brooklyn for safety. It also describes how Lyons wrote about her family's involvement in assisting escaping slaves as part of the Underground Railroad. In her memoir, Memories of Yesterday, all of which I saw and of which I was part in 1928. Again, more studying you can do, each one teach one. Take that story, share it with someone else. Again, the handbag we talked about, named in honor of Marisha Redmond Lyons, is this attractive handbag. You can carry it anywhere. It's a shoulder bag. You can enjoy it. It's a soft leather. That's why it looks like it's folding like that. It's a nice soft leather. Good to the feel. I thank you once again for visiting us, and I want you to have a safe and productive New Year. Thanks again. Good day.